Day three in Hawaii. This is where we're going, down through Honolulu. The official record, you've been living here more than a week. How long has it been raining consecutive?
Consecutive?
I was told since last Sunday.
I remember about 4 days.
4 days consecutive rain. You do?
Yes, of course.
You feel sorry for the tourists?
This happens, believe me.
Okay. Thank you,
I
man.
don't have on any clothes, it's not cold.
You're right, it's a very warm day. Helper of the tour this morning. Ma'am, who are you and how long have you been doing this?
Her name's Sonia.
Sonia? We want the best island circuit tour you've ever given.
Aloha.
She's crazy just like me.
You have a nice day now.
Wait, here.
And here we go on the bus. What a fine group of people this morning. Most of them from the mainland, I take it. Ma'am, where are you from?
Oh, Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia.
Yes.
Very good to meet you. We're from Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Well, welcome.
Good to see you.
Okay, for those of you
Oh no,
We don't know.
it's the movie monster.
for all the rest of the tours, you need on the side.
Okay,
This is our group. Of course, the camera is well aware who this is. Evelyn Conrad. Here is a young man named Casey, and he's brought his sister for a present for her. Her name is Ida. And then we move back. The elder statesman. This is Harold, not to be confused with Harold Robbins. His lovely wife of many years. This, ladies and gentlemen, is not Joan Collins. It is Joan. It is Joan. Barbara was yesterday. We come over here now. Albina is the woman who has kept this group together. Her husband, a young man of many years. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't be afraid to say a warm hello to the man who has really been the inspiration for this. His name is not Otis. His name is Paul. We have changed names. Now we come over here, there's no group here. This is the young couple of the group. Diana and Ron. Ron does speed.
And he charged us $45 to get from there.
Oh, sorry.
Going down the streets of Honolulu, on the island of Oahu. The back of the head of a woman I've never met before, and her husband. They're a fine couple. Where are you all from?
Florida.
Florida.
Yes.
Well, if you're from Florida, why'd you come here?
We're wondering the same thing.
Good question, Liz. We're from Albuquerque. Diana wants me to take a picture of those sailors over there. They're drunk. They're not alive either.
Too many fish.
We're on one other group that we look at. We leave an impression.
Well, now you've left an impression forever on my family tapes. 20 years we'll say, I wonder where those two ladies are.
From Kansas City.
Kansas City. Home of the Chiefs. And here we go through rainy Honolulu. What a wonderful day.
It's already shining, top of the building.
Okay, I'll take that prediction.
They called it. We will see. We'll hold them to it all day.
This evening when we get back, we can look up those pictures.
Yeah.
I hope you don't mind, aside from knowing we do have the same uncle. And aside from that, here in the islands, what is most important is the ohana, and we hope to travel as one big happy ohana, one big happy family. We have 39 strong, 40 with myself, and we hope to return back to Waikiki with 40 of us. To give you an idea on how long this tour will be, we are planning to be back in Waikiki roughly at 4 o'clock this afternoon. This is give or take a few Hawaiian minutes, and I'm sure you're familiar with our Hawaiian time. That usually applies to slow and stop. Whenever we get back, will definitely be Hawaiian time. But we hope to travel as one big happy ohana. Again, bus 409, Cousin Mana. Just off here to the right of our coach, the Waikiki Beach area. And if you look back towards the right of our coach, along the coastline, you'll see a pink building. That's the Royal Hawaiian Hotel, one of the more popular hotels or distinguished hotels in Waikiki. It's also entered on the Register of Historic Places. And the Pink Palace was also built by the Matson Navigation Company, also built back in 1927. The Honolulu Zoo, just off here to the left of our coach, open 7 days a week, and they feature much to do with wildlife and some domestic animals, knowing that many of our city kids do not have that opportunity of viewing farm animals. It is on display here. There's a small admissions fee of $1, I believe, and it's open from 9 till 5. The Honolulu Zoo. Also, it's always good to know that throughout the areas we'll cover, or anywhere about 10 minutes there, then to our last stop at Halemanu Plantation. And this is a non-profit organization geared towards assisting the mentally handicapped, which I find to be a very rewarding experience for many of us. And they will put on a show for us, as well as you'll be able to roam the plantation, the flowers, the produce that they produce there. And also Dole Pavilion is right next door. That's where we'll have complimentary pineapple spears. From there back into Waikiki, hopefully at 4 o'clock. Folks, I'm pausing here just to point out this rock formation here to the right. This is in honor of Amelia Earhart and her travel across the Pacific, where she was last sighted, and the Diamond Head coastline.
That is the tunnel that we went through into Diamond Head. We're now back outside of Diamond Head. This is the ridge that covers the top of it. That's my good friend who made a mistake there. And as we look, this is the southern portion, southern coastline, I guess. Wait a minute, let me do, no, come on, let me have a good...
That was it.
They say to live in the city of Honolulu comfortably, an average family of 4 must bring in an annual income of some $57,000. That's to live here comfortably, not necessarily well-to-do, such as in the Kahala area. We're talking in areas such as this, which is all part of the Wailaiki. Also, of course, we're getting into an area known as Aina, which applies to the soil, and Neo Valley, Hawaii Kai, the next residential area we'll get into, which is where Cocoa Head Crater and
Hello.
He doesn't speak our language.
And
Oh, that's good. Look,
want to give it a try. Where you girls from?
Do you mind taking off my pictures with that one?
beats the hell out of Ocean City, I'll tell you that right now.
Beautiful. Seems like I've seen this picture on a postcard.
You've heard of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, about the dove that nobody would talk to because he had a red head. Sorry, bub, it ain't my fault.
Why can't I catch that son of a gun when it's doing that? I won't do that. Here comes the big one.
There it is.
Got it.
I thought you were saying something.
blinding, I guess. It's just really rough. See there?
That looking right there.
Look at this. Look when I wind it. I've opened it twice.
That is called Chinaman's Hat.
Turtle Island up to the
Thank you very much. Turtle Island there. Turtle Island.
Yeah. I got that. Maybe you will.
When you're 50 or 60. The what? The rock.
You did that when you left home?
If you ask me. But you know, it's just a point and it goes up into a point.
Here we are at lunch. We are at Turtle Bay Hilton. Diana? This is Ron. You can't see his face because he is being whited out by the sun. But this is our table.
Good.
Press that backlighting button.
There's Evelyn telling me what to do. Now, ladies and gentlemen, oh, there's our waitress. I want to show you folks at home the view we have outside the window. You shut. That is the window we have. We waited 20 minutes to have this seat.
Now, this is coffee, not tea.
Are you sure?
Coffee?
I know.
This is where we had lunch. $13 per buffet plate. I'd like to see Spike try to body surf that sucker. We are here at Sunset Beach. Phenomenal. Made famous by ABC's Wide World Sports. This is where the bonsai waves begin. Crowds covered here to see the spectacular feat. That woman is from Kansas City. to the people. Up there is the traffic control, the policemen who get mad if you get in the surf because it's too dangerous. The undertow is tremendous. You come back and you see traffic. It is a busy day to see the surf. I am a Buddhist.
I always knew it.
How's that? They're staring at you.
Sunset Beach, home of the Bonsai Pipeline. Spike, look at them waves. You and me wouldn't last 10 minutes. Even if we could go back to when we were 7 and 8 and 9 and 10 years old. Our Ocean City experience, no match for the Bonsai Pipeline. My God, it runs tingles down your spine. I'll say this, if anybody could survive it, it's Spike. J.J. Davis, the man who was tumbled under many times in his life, could survive the Bonsai Pipeline.
Right there, monster. Yeah, I know.
That is one heck of a machine there.
The yellow on the outside and the red interior. That is the state flag. And for many years, people, residents did not know this. In fact, our competitor, Gray Line, didn't realize that they didn't have the state flower. They have the hibiscus, as we do have the rabbit. And they have the red hibiscus, thinking that is the state flower, which it is not. It is the yellow, the gold and red, same as the royal colors. And it's an interesting story. My boss and their boss were close friends, and although competitors, very close friends. And they started their hibiscus very small. And then we had the rabbit. We've always had the rabbit. Oh, look at that. And what happened is, later, you know, they talk among themselves, and the boss from Gray Line stated something about they have the hibiscus, which is a state flower, and my boss commented, well, all we do is eat hibiscus, you know, the rabbits eat it. And then, of course, they made the hibiscus even bigger, and he said, well, the size of the hibiscus now will just cover over your rabbits. And, of course, my boss said something about the only reason it got bigger is because we peed on it. You know, little stories like that. That's conversations that big men do. Oh, look at those waves out there. We're going to come around the bend. Boy, this is some traffic. Back on getting in Waikiki about 6 years.
I'm not even bothered.
I don't mind the bus as long as somebody else is doing the driving.
We get along.
Oh, yeah. Must be a headache having to drive.
Oh my, and talk all the time.
Well, I'm sure he loves that part of it. Those guys love to draw. That's why they're so good at their job.
Yeah, folks, also, when they talk about the size of the wave,
Are there always this many people here, or is this just a...
no, it's because of the waves people are here. This is not common at all. Only when the big waves set in. And Waimea Bay, when it does break, it breaks beautifully. Yesterday, it was virtually flat, folks. Look at it. And of course, they're waiting for the bigger sets to come in. It doesn't come in continuously. Maybe every so often, about every 15 minutes or so, you'll have for it. So it's not continuous, as many people suspect. You will have waves continuously coming in, but the sets that you want to capture.
Look at that.
Just within this area, we're going to run out of film, won't we?
Yeah, that's right.
Look at that.
And just think, we still have all that way to go to the other side of the bay.
This is called what, Evie?
What's the name of this place?
Waimea Bay.
Waimea Bay.
This is what it means, Waimea, the red freshwater that runs out from the mountains. That I do recommend. It is delicious, and it's like a sherbet, and it's only 20 calories. I don't know if it's per lick or an entire go, but again, you're not worried, you're on vacation. And sometimes the machine, there's a rock right here. Yeah, this is all going to be on the news right now. What channel is it? Do you see a number on it?
KOB.
Yeah, here's the rock. Yeah. A lot of the young kids, especially in the summer months, are always timing the wave coming out. Oh, look outside. That's where all the surfers are. There's a jet ski out there. Is that a jet ski?
There they are, see? 2 of them. 3, 4.
Oh, yeah.
They're at their own risk. Oh, they're having fun.
Casey, you look like you want to go out there and run.
I do.
It would be nice if the sets were coming out right now. Best ideal position for us. Why don't we just park like we're going to park our bus? That looks like a friendly police officer too. Yeah, it is a jet ski. Oh, look at this! All I surf over the rocks again. The front section. Well, I do hope you got some good shots of this.
There he goes now.
There he have some big. Look at the campers with the squatters up there.
He probably doesn't live there.
Probably not.
If he did, he would.
Oh, there's still some great surf out in there. These are popular islands. Beautiful beaches all the way down. That is the area we refer to as Mokola'ia. And they have a field, a gliding field where gliders, anyone can go out there and take a lesson, and this is sort of the skies for time in and out. And of course, horse polo is out on that side. We can't go around there because there's no roads, only 4.
to Hilamano Plantation, Opportunities for the Retarded Incorporated, a job trade center to help special people all over the world. Here at Hilamano Plantation was established in 1983 and got awarded in 1987 by President Reagan, one of the top 10 facilities in the United States to deal with handicap as well. This song is a classical song done by Elvis Presley himself, Pearly Shells. Pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the sun, shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells. Pearly shells from the ocean, shining in the sun, shining in the sun, covering the shore. When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all those little pearly shells. I'm a whole pearly shells from the ocean.
Here comes a woman who's part of our tour. She's been kind of quiet, but she's a nice lady.
This is the Dole Pineapple Factory plant. It is a very windy day. There's proof of what I speak of. There's the Dole. And up towards this way are the fields. You can see the rows. 22 months it takes to raise a pineapple bush. They are.
They're tired, but it's a good kind of tired. A long day of seeing Hawaii.
Where's your certificate?
Here's the group from Arizona. Let's hope they're not from Phoenix. Hang loose.
1912. All 5 students transferred from downtown Honolulu to the Manoa campus, and they were accompanied by 12 faculty members. And today, those 5 students in 1912 has grown to over 25,000 students that attend the University Manoa campus. The University of Hawaii Manoa campus is the larger of the 2 four-year colleges, and also there are 7 community colleges scattered throughout the island. This is all part of the University of Hawaii Manoa campus. Even those condominium-looking units, like those silicone ones, that's all dormitories. A brand new stadium right here you see to the left for our baseball team, who have taken the Western Athletic Conference this past year.
Is anybody in this group from Japan? Just hang loose, baby. JD, JJ, Dad. This film is for you.
I'm always out of shape. I'm gonna be in shape now.
I have a wide angle on that. That's not
You got it right here, don't you? I know where it's at.
Out there. Yeah. Again, Dad, JJ, JD, this film is dedicated to you. I know how much you'd like to be here, to be a part of this. I am here as your representative. And Dad, you, more than anybody, know how important this is. Here's my wife. This is a scan of Pearl Harbor. We are waiting to see the movie, and so I am taking these visuals to bring it back to record what happened here. How dare that group come to see this place? Out there, there's the Arizona.
And not even hearing it.
Were you hearing that happen?
Named after the 48th state of the United States of America. Arizona, sister ship to the Pennsylvania, among the world's largest battleships when begun in 1913. December 1918. Honor escort, rendezvous with transport George Washington with President Woodrow Wilson aboard, en route to the Paris Peace Conference. 26 December 1918. Arrival New York with 238 homeward bound World War I veterans aboard ship. Personnel to join Victory Parade. Flagship, Battleship Division 2. Flagship, Battleship Division 3. Flagship, Battleship Division 4. 8 July 1941. Assigned Pearl Harbor. Flagship, Battleship Division 1. Captain Van Valkenburg commanding. Rear Admiral Kidd embarked. Pearl Harbor. By December 6, 1941, more than 90 ships would be in the harbor to become the object of one of the most brilliantly planned and executed naval attacks in history. Why? And how did this happen? It started a long time before. The Japanese Army had occupied Manchuria in 1931, invaded North China in 1937, and moved into Indochina in 1940. Hitler's armies swept through Europe with world domination the goal. Japan joined Germany and Italy in a treaty. Diplomatic relations were breaking down. Yet the U.S. did prepare in some ways. Congress provided for replacement of obsolete Navy ships. President Roosevelt said, "Your boys are not going to be sent into any foreign wars." Japan demanded a free hand in China and a halt of U.S. aid to that country. She also demanded resumption of trade with the United States and a promise that the U.S. would not reinforce her Pacific bases, even in the Philippines. As an isolationist nation, the United States hoped the whole business would go away. Japan was being squeezed, cut off from oil, money frozen in the United States. Fearing economic ruin, but still negotiating with America, Japan felt that her back was to the wall. A showdown was imminent. Shrouded in secrecy, a Japanese task force practiced Phase 1, the attack on Pearl Harbor. Preparation should negotiations break down. Emperor Hirohito, the Japanese sovereign. With war on the horizon, real power was exercised by the cabinet and the new prime minister and general of the army, Hideki Tojo. The commander-in-chief of the combined Japanese fleet was the brilliant strategist Admiral Isoroku Yamamoto. He realized Japan's only hope in controlling the Pacific War was to cripple the U.S. fleet in one devastating blow. The Japanese planned 6 coordinated operations based on an assumption that the main body of the Pacific Fleet would be anchored at Pearl Harbor. The occupation of Siam and the invasion of southern Burma. Invasion of Malaya. British Borneo. Northern Sumatra. Occupation of Dutch Borneo, the Celebes, and Buena Timor, and the invasion of Java. Attack and prepare to invade the Philippines. Destroy all American air power. Attacks on Guam and Wake to sever American communications. Attack and invade the Gilbert Islands. Invade Singapore. And eliminate this British outpost. It was all to start at Pearl Harbor on the morning of December 7th, 1941. Pearl Harbor, a Navy coaling station in the 19th century. By 1941, one of the most important bases in the Pacific, with a shipyard, a submarine base, and an air station. Since 1940, home port for the Pacific Fleet, a move aimed at deterring Japanese expansion. It would be Sunday, and the American fleet would normally be in harbor. December 1941. Commander-in-Chief Pacific Fleet orders all ships in harbor at Condition 2. 1/4 of all gun stations to be manned due to increased tension in negotiations with the Japanese Empire. 6 December 1941. USS Arizona Band to compete in the Battle of the Bands at Lock Arena. December 1941. 11 hours away from a day that will live in infamy. Just before 11 p.m., December 6th, about 8 miles off Pearl Harbor, 5 midget subs were launched from their motherships. Those on the decks could see Waikiki Beach. Across the water came faint sounds of music. The midgets were to steal into the channel, lie in wait off Battleship Row until the air attack started, then surface and launch their twin torpedoes. Miles southwest, the USS Enterprise, one of 3 carriers in the Pacific, was scheduled to be berthed at Pearl this night, but due to heavy weather the day before, she would have to slow down. The Enterprise, through a stroke of luck, would not arrive at Pearl on schedule. Pearl Harbor slept. The men from the USS Arizona band returned to their ship. They had finished second in the band contest and had won the right to sleep in late, the morning of December 7th, 1941. A float plane was launched from the cruiser Chikuma. It flew directly over Pearl Harbor. A message in simple code was sent to the task force. Enemy's fleet in Pearl Harbor. The first wave of more than 180 planes was launched in no more than 15 minutes. A second wave of 168 followed. The sons of the rising sun headed for Japan's destiny. At sea, just outside Pearl Harbor, the destroyer Ward attacked a midget submarine. At 6:54 a.m., Ward sent a radio message to the 14th Naval District. We have attacked, fired upon, and dropped depth charges upon sub operating in defensive sea area. At approximately the same time, an Army private picked up approaching planes on his radar, but they were thought to be a flight of B-17s from the mainland. In Washington, President Roosevelt met with the Chinese ambassador, and later conferred with his chief aide, Harry Hopkins, over lunch. Secretary of State Cordell Hull was waiting for Japanese Ambassador Nomura to present Japan's latest demands. Unknown to the Japanese, the U.S. had broken their high-level code. Hull and President Roosevelt had already read the entire message. It was unacceptable. It meant war. But when and where? Foreign Minister Shigenori Togo had just delivered a private message from President Roosevelt to the Emperor. The message was one seeking lasting peace between the 2 nations. 10 a.m., the attack was over. The last Japanese planes joined up over northern Oahu for their flight back to their carriers. They had won the most smashing victory ever achieved at the start of a war. In less than 2 hours, the Japanese sank 4 battleships, 1 mine layer, and 1 target ship. Damaged to varying degrees were 4 battleships, 3 cruisers, 3 destroyers, and 2 other ships. (2,113 Navy men and Marines dead. Another 980 wounded. In those 2 hours, the United States Navy had lost almost 5 times as many men as it had lost by enemy action in all of the Spanish-American War and World War I combined. USS Arizona. Over 1,000 officers and men lay where they fell, the ship too shattered to repair. Rear Admiral Kidd and Captain Van Valkenburg, both killed in the attack. Kidd, the first U.S. Navy flag officer killed in action in any war. Heroism this day was commonplace. But like the mythical Phoenix, the Pacific Fleet returned to fight again. The cry, "Remember Pearl Harbor," rallied meetings everywhere. Hundreds of civilian technicians, machinists, welders, mechanics, and engineers working with Navy personnel began a 24-hour around-the-clock operation of salvage and repair. It will stand forever as one of the greatest achievements in maritime history. Above and below the water's surface, this masterful piece of engineering went on. The 23-year-old California was refloated and towed to dry dock. Similar attention was given to the 28-year-old Nevada and the 21-year-old West Virginia. Other damaged or sunken ships were being repaired and refitted. Here in dry dock, in record time, they were overhauled and improved from bow to stern, from hull to peak. 15 of the 17 warships damaged in the attack were returned to service. 13 saw combat in the largest battlefield in the history of the world, the Pacific. A tradition started soon after at Pearl. Every U.S. ship passing the Arizona paid its respects. And a massive shipbuilding program, the United States Navy grew into an armada, the mightiest fleet the world had ever seen. Coral Sea, Midway, Canal, the Gilberts, Marshall, New Guinea, the Marianas, the Philippines, Iwo Jima, Okinawa, Japan. Over 3.5 years, victory. General Douglas MacArthur, Supreme Commander of the Allied Powers, and Admiral Chester Nimitz, Commander-in-Chief Pacific Fleet and Pacific Ocean Areas, signed the documents of surrender on the battleship Missouri. Admiral Nimitz may have thought about another battleship that once flew his flag and now rested in 38 feet of water, some 5,000 miles away. More than 1,000 men died almost before they knew who they were fighting. Certainly before they knew why they were at war. If we forget December 7th, 1941, if we forget over 1,000 men still entombed aboard USS Arizona, if we forget that a nation unprepared will sacrifice many of her finest men and women, then we would forget what America stands for. And that is why we must remember Pearl Harbor. Home port still for one of the world's most powerful naval forces, the United States Pacific Fleet.
Porthole, which is a small round window. So he had a prayer book in his hip pocket, which got stuck on the side. And Father Schmidt had no more time to think about himself. Instead, he pushed those poor sailors. The room he was in filled up with water and he drowned. So I guess you could say he gave up his life for others. When you get to Memorial, Pearl Harbor, right next to Fort Island, just ahead of us. And this is where the battleships would tie up to Arizona. And Arizona was about 600 feet long, which was pretty big for its day, but compared to the day's ships, our newest aircraft carriers are about twice that length.
Well, there's the flag.
Oil still leaks. Oil still leaks. Oil still leaks from the Arizona.
Thank you very much.
Page. Wait a minute, sweetheart.
What?
What does this have?
This is part of the ship.
This is actually part of the ship, the mast.
They put the flag on it so that the ship, so that the flag will ever sail around the ship.
The flag forever flies.
Where is it for?
What, money's embedded in there?
Money?
Look up the book.
Oh, they ask you not to throw money.
They do?
Who is that? Again, this film made for JD, JJ, and my father.
What about my family?
But they feel like they were here.
How about my dad?
The heck with your dad. He's too busy racing.
Video. Mom's gonna get a picture of it.
I love your father and he loves me.
Not anymore.
What are those things sticking out, you guys?
Well, if you go look on the...
They come from all over. The names of the people who died here. You find your name up there? I give you Aloha Stadium, home of the Pro Bowl.
Stick them up there and do my stuff.
We'll show pictures. Yeah, they'll
National Cemetery.
little chaplain.
Hi, Evelyn.
Hi, how are you?
Are you enjoying Honolulu?
I sure am.
Sing Hang Loose for me.
Just hang.
Come on, Ev.
What?
Say something to the people at home.
Honey, hi kids. We wish you were here to see this, but we're glad you're not.
What do you say to JD and JJ and my father watching this tape?
I'll talk to my dad and my mom and my brothers.
What about the comment that Paul made on the bus that embarrassed you?
No, I don't want to talk about that, especially right now. Pick us up in the airport, take us on a tour then. So we don't have to worry about Lobos.
What are we going? This is the hotel where we're staying.
You realize that?
What?
Still the same place.
No, this thing. Now, I want you to do me a favor. I want you to say, go Lobos.
No.
Go Lobos. Lobos. Go Lobos. Go.
Go.
That means Lobos. Ready? Ready? Go. Go Lobos. Oh, Evelyn, give me a picture of our kids. You got that?
No, he's 4.
He's 4.
Put it together. How are you now?
Ryan. Damien. Yeah. 3. Shane. 1-year-old.
But that was a long time ago.
1 month. 1 month. We hope it's a girl. Boy. Pearl Harbor. Did you go to Pearl Harbor? Pearl Harbor? No. What else can we show you? We are boarding the flight on Tuesday morning to go to Maui. This is the airplane. We are going to Maui. Evelyn's already on board. I have tried to break down East-West relations. I have tried to communicate with the Japanese people. We have made some progress.
progress in breaking the language barrier. We're on Maui now, and people gather from all over the world to see the face of JFK. These people are from...
Where is it?
Kansas.
Kansas.
It's in Virginia.
Right here.
There is the profile of JFK.
I think it looks like Skeezig's wallet.
All right, I'm ready. This is our group. We're on Maui, the tour through Maui. Lahaina Harbor. Lahaina Harbor. Supposedly whales out here. We don't see any. Humpbacks. Here we are. It's Wednesday evening on the island of Maui, the luau. There's my table. Here's my crew. Proof is in the pudding, JD. I did have a table reserved. Here's Harold. Used to own a Chevrolet dealership. My lovely wife Evelyn. Maybe we'll get some pleasures later on this evening. Joan. Hi, Joan. There's Casey and his sister Ida. Casey brought his sister to Hawaii for a birthday present. Here's Albina. She made Sun West Bank in Albuquerque what it is today. And her lovely husband, Otis. And here is a very new good friend of mine, Diana, and her lovely husband, Rod. He's gay. Anyway.
But you were supposed to tell everybody, Paul.
I know it.
Now the whole world.
They are cooking the pig right now in the ground as we speak. Sir, where are you from? Chicago. Go Michael Jordan. Kiss your wife for me. Yeah!
Bad ideas. Best flower lays.
People are buying
school nowadays, you know.
To top of the pig, they cover the silver green layers of soaking wet sheets and finally bury the pig with sand. Now the cooking process takes about 5 hours. And when done, the pig has a smoky rich flavor that can't be created by any other method of cooking. That's why we call the kalua pu'a. Now folks, the word hooky means to pull, and on the count of 3, I want everybody, say the word hooky as our men lift the pig out of the pit. So everybody on the count of 3, hooky. 1, 2, 3. Hooky! Oh,
proud. Folks, how's about a round of applause for hard-working guys? Come on, they've been here all day. Again, one of the main attractions at any luau, the Hawaiian roast pork. Now, I'm sure a lot of you are wondering what else are we having for dinner tonight. Oh, we're having beef, chicken, fish, and we're also having poi. Now, how many of you are going to try poi for the first time tonight? You never tried it. Okay, here's a little secret on eating our poi, folks. A little secret on eating the poi. You going to try it? Good. Here's a secret on eating the poi. Take one of the main dishes, put it into your mouth, chew on it, but don't swallow. Okay? Then you take a little spoon of the poi, put it into your mouth, try eating the poi that way. I promise you, poi is going to taste a lot better. Okay? That's the poi. And you know, folks, before dinner we always have a hula lesson, so I need to see the hands of all of you that want to learn how to do a real Hawaiian hula. What's his name? Skip? And we got Skip, our first volunteer, right here to come up on stage. Come on, Skip. Let me see. Skip, come on, Skip. Give me the first guy up. Macho Man.
Are you having a good time for it?
Come on.
Oh, yeah.
There's our beach.
And Skip, where you from? No shame, we're gonna have a lot of fun.
To the swift shall we
mystical uplands of Paliuli on the big island of Hawaii lived the beautiful chiefess Aivohi Kupua, coveted possession of this legendary beauty, La'i, the Lady of the Mist. For months, his craftsmen toiled to create a flowing cape of thousands of feathers to woo La'i. Proudly, he journeyed to Paliuli. As he approached her hut, He was shocked to see it thatched with feathers, and, peering through an opening, he saw Laie reclining on the wings of her giant bird. Shame that he knew not of her wealth, for in ancient times feathers were a sign of richness. He went away to plan another approach. Sending a messenger to Kauai, Ivohikupua asks his sisters to help him win Laie.
Holy bananas. Here they come.
He is enraged when they fail and abandons them in the forests surrounding Paliuli. Saddened by his cruelty towards his sisters, Laie welcomes them to her home, and they form a magical rainbow that hovers in the mists over Laie's hut of feathers.
Pay attention, JJ. This is some culture.
And promising it all. Andevalea kapali galva eulale kapola ea Uaike kadoyoe kaini akamanao
And insurance on the key teeth. Walter Winchell's never on duty. Oh, it's not considered so shocking when your skirt is over your knee and you can't get runs in your stocking. And Waikiki, there's no baby carriage to hurdle, and no supper gets to see, and you never put on a girdle in Waikiki. Oh, moonlight shining through on Maple Street, while you sit
our torture by the lack of vitamin C. We'll be picking on the good orchard in Waikiki, in Waikiki. Yeah! Tunga wao, ite tao
his way.
Oh, I wish it didn't mean goodbye. When I leave London town, I hear their chilio. In Spain, hasta mañana, adios from Mexico. When I leave on their Hawaii, and they sing Aloha. Oh, I wish it didn't mean goodbye. You know, folks, here at the Royal Lahaina Luau, we realize that our visitors don't have a whole lot of time to spend here, and we are sincerely grateful that each and every one of you took one night out of your very busy schedule to be here with us at our home by the sea. And tonight when you leave us, folks, please take with you the spirit of aloha that a lot of you saw and felt. And remember, folks, give it away. Aloha is love. Till we meet again, from all of us here, take care, keep smiling, and thank you very, very much. Oh, I wish it didn't mean good.
Wish, but a continental breakfast is set up.
For people back home, what we're doing today?
Just sitting.
Otis, come on.
We're going on a boat.
Club Lanai tour, right?
Club Lanai tour.
Albina, what are we going to do?
We're gonna go snorkeling.
What else?
See the whales.
Yes.
Eat and drink and be merry.
Have you heard we're going to a nudist colony too?
No.
Oh, are we? We're ready to board for the voyage to another island. My crew is ready. Evelyn is giving orders.
But I haven't dove for a long time.
Evan, what do you have to say to the people back east? Hello. And the people in Texas.
Aloha!
It's Saturday night.
You got married Saturday night in Houston?
January 20th.
Well, congratulations, sir. So far, how's it going?
Wonderful.
Real good. I married a Houston woman myself.
Good for you.
My life hasn't been the same since. Better. I already ate breakfast.
They have food here and we just spent all that money.
$11, all that money we spent. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to kill my wife. I will be the only man to strangle his wife in Hawaii. I don't know who this guy is, but I'm following him. Up the deck. Somehow I think of an old friend, my Uncle Bob, passed away 7 years ago. He loves ships. Here we are now. Here's my friends. Here's two girls that think I'm nuts. Ladies, where are you from?
Spokane, Washington.
Spokane, Washington. How many years have you been there?
How many years? 26 years.
I had a brother that used to do TV in Spokane. His name was J.J. Davis.
J.J. Davis?
A little fellow. Looked like he was about 10 years old. Thank you very much. Here is the captain's area. This is where he'll steer the ship. Here's people eating the tasty pastries this morning. It may be their last meal if this guy doesn't know what he's doing. Here we go. Good morning, everyone. Aloha. And here are my friends. Are we ready for our next or last day here in Hawaii?
Yes.
Should go for the balloon? Yes, that's what you should go.
I'd like to start by introducing a young man on the upper level at the helm. He is in control of the vessel. He's your man. That young man is our English-Japanese interpreter, but he's more than that. He's also one of our hosts, very knowledgeable about the humpback turquoise jacket. Is a young lady all of you are going to want to be real nice to all day today. One more time, how about a big hand, everybody? Captain Steve Lambert.
I think I'm going to be sick. I think I'm going to puke.
No singing. Hey guys, I just want to take a quick minute of your time. Anything should happen to the boat. And basically just wanted to tell you where everything was located on the right-hand side.
The Pacific Ocean. Man's last great frontier.
Unless we see some whales. If
There'll be whales here.
Relatively close distance. I mean, within like 10 miles.
Who knows where we're going?
You can spout.
We're going to Club Lanai. A full day of fun and activity.
If they're not too far off, go ahead and go check them out.
Jacuzzis with naked women in them.
By Kohlrabi or
food
over by
out the kazoo. Look at this shot. It takes a professional photographer to be able to capture this in the viewfinder.
My kids are going to collapse when I
I tell them I was up at 5:30, 6 o'clock.
I don't believe this
When you go on the upper level, you have an advantage, okay? You're up higher, so you help us keep an eye out. Now, ladies and gentlemen, right now we are...
This is where we're going.
The entire
island.
Residential area is up there. Everything.
Somewhere over there is a resort for us. I can't wait. Can you, Ron?
Nope. This has been one hell of a trip. Wouldn't you say so? But we have sun today. It's going to be better.
You know what, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put the Hawaiian music back on. Let you enjoy your ride over to the island.
I'm getting sick.
Hope the people on the upper deck.
I have to be licensed to sell it.
Look at that sun.
He's going to try and sell you the...
Boy!
We could see him real well yesterday, and you can see him along.
All right, Dad. All right, JD. Which flags are flying aboard this ship?
These people said they went whale watching yesterday.
Very far off at all. Get your cameras.
We have sighted a whale.
Turn the microphone over to our whale expert.
Look at that.
Okay, yes, we do have our
whale.
visitor around here.
Humpback
We have
whale.
about 800 visitors every year coming down from Alaskan waters. Anybody here from Alaska? Well, if we do, they're usually the people sitting down not looking too hard because they're the ones that have seen these whales before. They do take about 80 days to get down here from the area. They don't come all at once, but sort of spread over a couple month period of time. Why do they come down here? Well, they come down here for much the same reason.
Resort Island. Club Lanai. Kelev.
Lanai.
Where are the
You're all kids.
Ev, go Penny.
No.
All I need to do is look at her.
The only guy with the nerve to come out and do this. I don't believe you guys. All the ladies are up here, you're sitting out there. Before we can start teaching you the photo, I need you to do this first. First of all, hands and 20 dips. Hands and dips. Feet 12 inches apart. I don't want you guys falling over. Then you do this. And he's going to start, right? Watch. The next one. You can use it later tonight. We call it the windmill. You can call it the honeymoon step. Let's watch it. Do what you want.
Go against the current first and get out that way, and then let it take you back. Tired.
Keep going, Evelyn. Keep going. I'll take care of the kids. She was a good wife. She left me for the ocean.
Be a happy man. Now you wouldn't have to go all the way to Fiji to find her. Our boat.
distance, Maui. Kanapali. Where the hell is it? Can't see it, but Maui's in that direction.
A baby hat. No.
A baby hat? That ain't no baby hat. That's a real hat.
So when those dry, can you eat out of those bowls or use them to put?
You can eat out of these, or you can eat it for fruit.
Yeah. Yeah, bread.
You don't have to stay down there long at all. When they're this close to the surface, though, they're just bouncing up and down, grabbing a little bit of air. No, all right, get that picture. Now, if you get a good picture of their tail, that's the one way to identify them. We take a picture here of the fluke of the tail here. When we move back, approximately a population of 2,000 humpback whales. Of that, we get 40 to 60.
So are these guys.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, they were married in July.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you a banyan tree. All that you will see is connected to one tree. It's all one tree. All one tree.
Well, you think the snorkeling has...
It's all one tree. You are outside the balcony window. This is our room at the Royal Lahaina on Maui. This is our... Thanks, Ev. Evelyn's in her underwear. This is our balcony.
Get Ron over there.
This is the shot outside. You shut up, Ron. You and my wife up till late last night. I don't know what you were doing. This is the panoramic, what's the word? Panoramic view outside our house, our window, our balcony. This, for all of you golf fans, is the Kanapali Golf Course. This is where they played the seniors. Kanapali Classic 2 months ago. Lee Trevino might have stayed in this very room. There's the tennis course. This is the view some 16 stories below. Over here, that's where the luau was. Right over there, see? Yeah, that's where the luau was. But again, this is the shot. It's Friday morning. We leave in a few hours back to the mainland. But today, look at the surf down there. It awaits us. One last shot at getting tan. Again, this is the view outside our balcony window. The ships at sea, readying themselves for another day. Out.
Huh? Looking at these buzzers.